I was surveying the waters around an atoll when a storm dragged my ship off course. The waters were unknown to me. When a green fleck appeared in my spyglass, I unfurled my sail. The shore twisted around itself, confusing even this old navigator until I found myself at the center. I did not make it far up the beach before I spotted signs of habitation. Marking my coordinates and orienting myself by the evening sky, understand, the Deadfire was broken. The lives lost could not be counted, and more has been forgotten than may ever be remembered. Imagine how much history we lost in a single year, much less the death. I did not mean to frighten you. These islands have no... Should you land on a sanctuary isle, if we must, there is not a Juana in all of the Deadfire who does not take to the open water hoping to catch a glimpse of the lost Ukaizo. If I could walk the beach, the same thing we all hope for. But if I am being selfish, maps.
Do not leave me in suspense, I say. Have you found Matario Cozy? An unusual accounting of the Isles, I say. Each one measured in relation to... Ngati is one to throw obstacles in our path. But I say that an outdated chart is better than none at all. When we know enough, my sister will finance a fleet-wide search. Not for breadcrumbs, but lost Ukaizo. Watcher, I take it that none of my people escaped the clutches of that island. I sent good women and men to die in the name of the tribes, and may Ngati thank them for their courage, and Wodaka for their loyalty. May they return to us as Rangas. For what do they protect Matario Cozy when its knowledge could help all Juana? One day I will have words with their Ranga to settle our differences. This is much to learn in a day, even for this warrior. I sent the expedition to their fate, and those who followed. Death is on my conscience this day. Ikira, just so. May all who fell on Matario Cozy slip through the eel's jaws. Juana and outsider alike. But on to brighter times, I say. If Ukaizo can be found, then so too will the hopes of our people be made manifest. Too much has happened for you to waste words with the royal brother. From now on, you work with Onikaza as an honored guest of her rooftop garden. Only, be kind to her cats. You say this now, but Onikaza pays better than her royal pinch fist of a brother. May the wind caress your sail.
Hail and well met. Well, goodbye.
You return intact. Nagati is not always kind to those who travel upon her domain. My brother speaks of your journey from Motare Okozi. Mostly, he mourns the loss of his expedition. Scholars pore over your findings as if a charcoal rubbing could build a bridge to Ukaizo. I have learned to restrain my optimism. A messenger from the jaws of Tangaloa speaks with the voice of wisdom and change, I say. It is fitting that yours should be the voice that tells of Hasongo's fate. What did you see there? The snakes are on edge. Where comes this new boldness? Far be it for me to complain if they make trouble for outsiders. What of Aethys? If you know why he terrorizes the Deadfire, speak on. If Aethys makes for Magrin's teeth, I say the Rathun will grind him to dust for the praise of their warrior matron. Even if they fail, it will be an enemy cleared from my plate. This is the gratitude of Nagati, I say. The fiery children of Magrin devoted to their mother with a fanatic zeal. Bothersome, but the least of my troubles now. From Port Mage to Hasongo to Magrin's teeth, Aethys follows a rich vein of Adra. It takes him northeast to more interesting territory. In the deepest memory of the tribes, we have told stories of Magrin's teeth. Embellished sailors' fables, Akira, but not without some truth. My people speak of treacherous seas, lakes of fire, and the ancient warriors hammered to life on Magrin's anvil. Ashen Maw is the grandest and most accessible of the peaks. It is the sharpest tooth in Magrin's jaw. Prepare yourself for a fight. If you make preparations in Neketaka, I say we can help each other. I must keep the city's peace, and I have only so many arms and eyes. While the dead fire screams, I would see Neketaka outlast the storm to come. What I need is a lasting peace that will outlive my dynasty. But I will accept peace of mind for now. What do you know of my water shapers, Herald of Bareth? Akira, if you recall history, then you know why I am protective over the guild. My water shapers are the levy holding back Rauatai's advance. An adept standing at the prow of a war canoe is enough to send the fleet scrambling for the shallows. This reminds me. I owe the Hazanui a basket of koiki in remembrance of the Battle of Nekaro Atoll. Akira, you think so? I am counting on the Hazanui seeing through my condolences. While the problems of Aethys and overindulgent admirals plague these waters, I have summoned the masters of water shaping to Neketaka. Now would be the time to confer with Guildmaster Myru, but she does not answer my summons. It is too early to grow a forest from this coconut. But I would not dispatch you if I felt at ease. The guild can suffer no setbacks. If Myru shirks her duties, her queen would know the reason. Nagati, do not abandon us now.
You must gather your party.
Deadfire's so different than what I'm used to. Well, it must be for you, too.
Ak, quite different. Even I am not accustomed to this much sailing.
They seem to hold the godlike in high regard. You ever think about staying?
The Dukes have liberated me from the burden of making that choice, Adair.
wide streets, hand in lead.
I'll teach you!
I wish I could.
Worth and rough!
Give me a reach.
The others have drunk, Bairn. Their souls make their way to Aethys. This isn't the time for hesitation. It's the time for faith. Come. Let us show him together.
No, kid!
What is this? You aren't one of my flock. How did you get here?
Lower that. Let's talk. Your mom knew how to spot a fake. What do you think she'd say about him?
How could I know? She left me here.
What is faith if it isn't tested? These people are willed here by Aethys to challenge you. Make him proud.
I will make him proud.
You can trust a Watcher to know something about that.
But surely a god can claim my soul when it draws near.
Aethys has come just as I said he would. There will be no other
He must be in need to reach out to us.
Effigy's eyes, kid. You think your tiny soul's gonna change his fate? Right, that's the basic idea.
But he has called for us. Aethys, forgive me.
As you wish, then. Abandon your god. For betrayal there can be no forgiveness. You will receive not his mercy, but his justice.
Don't you got somewhere you need to be, Bosch? If you're having second thoughts, I can help you follow through.
Not a one. The Shining God will light the way.
Think he's all right? He looks a little seasick.
That would have been me. If I were stronger, it would have been me.
Lucky you weren't stronger then. The gods might have rights to our souls, but they got no right to our lives. Seems to me they'll take from you whatever's not nailed down if you let them.
I could devote my entire life to Aethys, and it would never redeem this.
For right now, let's just get you home.
We said or not, Perrin.
I'd happily tell you if you stopped interrupting my count.
You've had days to count. Now it's time we talked about the price. We've had some complications. The price has doubled. I know they've got the cash. Fine. 1,000 it is. Glad we could do business.
Gillarde, 23 days! This is a new record. You bear witness to the victory of magic over matter, and you are bothered by a little mess. I have nearly perfected Renova Miseres, and this spell shall change exploration forever. Renewal of air, you would say? Kith have explored every mountain in the Eastern Reach, yet the realm of fish and leviathans remains close to us. It has been my dream to open these steps to discovery, to let Kith breathe as the fishes do. Or at least to let us use the air of a single breath again and again. Back home, they care only for profit, and there is little profit to be had in sticking your head in the glass bucket to watch the fish. But the Rawatayans, they have vision. They chase greater things than gold. So I go to work with them. So you do understand. But I can say no more. The Rawatayans, they have sworn me to secrecy. Sientere, but I had promised not to say. Neither do I. At least it gave me plenty of time to test my work. Yes, I have much to do. Many more tests to run before we reach Sayuka. A pleasure talking, Captain. Sayuka at last! I must go. Discovery awaits. Agrasima, Captain.
Welcome to Sayuka. You are welcome in Sayuka, traveler, as surely as the winds stir the sea.
No, no, no. How many times must I demonstrate the proper way to greet a visitor?
I say, I must have forgotten again. Will you remind me of the line?
We say clear skies, traveler. Simple, elegant, and no smiling. Do you understand, Greeter Tebe?
Can you repeat it once more? I want to make sure I've got it. Questions, traveler? Sayuka, known to my people as Ribiri, is a colonial outpost of the Royal Deadfire Company.
The island of Sayuka is the Royal Deadfire Company's center of engineering research and development in the archipelago. Our work is directed by Fleet Master Okaya, the youngest Rawatayan ever to hold the title. Best of her class at the Naval Academy in Tokoa, and a brilliant engineer, our Fleet Master.
You forgot to mention the giant sharks, Undersecretary. Hey, Kira, I wonder the same every day.
Tebe learns to perform her duties as a Rawatayan might. Her fellow Juana show a lamentable disinterest in the proper way of doing things.
Do not speak about me as if I am not here. Giant sharks, giant coral, giant trees, Hekira. The only thing not bigger in Sayuka is us Juana.
Small mercy.
No one knows why things grow large in Sayuka, but there are all sorts of theories. Me? I think Gallowayne smiles on us.
Superstition is unbecoming of a Royal Deadfire Company officer, Tebe.
I say, it's a lucky thing I'm not one then. A career sandal sniffer and busybody, so far as I can tell.
You ungrateful sag! I am the second in command to Fleet Master Okaya, the governor of your piddling little island, and I will not be mocked by a smart-mouthed idler like you!
So I have heard many, many times. You don't know the half of it.
What was that, Greeter Tebe?
Surely just the breeze, Undersecretary.
You will call me Sir.
Akira, I certainly will not. Questions, traveler?
I will not return to the Longhouse, Weto, never! And I won't blunt my teeth about it further!
But what are you so stubborn? The Rowattians do us a great favor and you spit in their faces. What do you need? Not at all, not at all. My sister and I are just having a small disagreement.
It is because you speak like this that I yell at you in the first place. You're beginning to sound like those Rowattian outlanders, and it shames me to say so.
Ignore her. She has an urchin up her ass about our cousins from the north and can't be persuaded. I should know. I've tried.
Is it so unreasonable to want to protect my culture, our culture, from our greedy neighbors? They arrive in ships laden with goods they believe will please us and think that gives them the right to build their walls on our land. Then, they act surprised when we don't all fall at their feet with cries of gratitude.
Akira, don't encourage her. I will never hear the end.
We are no strangers to the menaces of the Deadfire. Pirates, colonials, Nagati's children. We have bested all of them before. We don't need them or their walls to keep us safe, and we surely don't need their longhouse. Another of the Rowattians' tricks. When our huts were destroyed in the storms, they did not rebuild them like they were as we requested. They built this longhouse instead. Are you not one people? They said. Why do you live divided, each caste apart from the others? They believe they know what's best for us, but how we live is not their business. The Fleet Master says we are weak because we don't work as one. She doesn't see that it's our differences that make the Huana strong. She doesn't want to see it, lest it put the lie to their enterprise here.
We are no strangers to storms, but last year we suffered many powerful ones in quick succession, and our harvest of Koiki fruit was price share was rationed, famine loomed, and then the Rawatayans sent ships, load after load of food, enough to see us to the next harvest. They could have left us to die, but they didn't.
It was only a ploy to make us dependent on them, Akira. We took their food and helping hands, and now we sleep in their buildings and watch the sea from their walls. Under whose banner? Rawatai's? Then we cease to be Huana as surely as if—
We have the land and resources Rawatai needs, and they have the military might we lack. We share a common ancestor. Why not create a common culture? Together we would be strong.
I say, if you truly believe that, then you're a bigger fool than I thought. Then leave, Akira. Unless you wish to drown with us both.
I say, if you have nothing constructive to add and don't intend to help, then take my sister's advice and go. We have cynics aplenty. We will live without one more. What do you need?
I hate to see Tippa and Watto fight.
Give me a real challenge.
All the wonders of the sea and more
What can I do for you? Sayuka? Bit of a backwater if you ask me, but don't tell the Fleet Master I told you so. This used to be where the fleet would send a person after they'd seen a fellow sailor blown to bits by a cannonball or what have you. That was before those mad druids out in the bog started sending bears and wild cats over the walls, of course. Let me know if you're in the market for something pointy. Everyone's always gotta ask. Not that I blame them. It is a good story. I was seeing this guy. Let's call him, oh, I don't know, Kono. Kono and I had been carrying on a while when I started making noise about wanting to move in. Frightened the boy so bad, he went and joined the Royal Deadfire Company in the middle of the night. Thing is, I'm a deft hand with a throwing knife, and I know my way around 10 kinds of blades. so I followed him into the service. Pulled my weight, got on a good ship. Kono eventually left to go to poetry school or what have you. But I stayed. Haven't heard a complaint yet. Put your eyes on these.
I don't believe we know one another. Per Complanca, leave me be.